Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a distance test on the Eachine EX4 Aurora, or it's also known as the JJRC X12, or the C-Fly Faith. C-Fly is actually who makes this. I'm just going to take it out now and just see how far we can get here. These range tests can make me nervous, but I know you guys probably really want to know what's the range, because it's advertised, I believe it was 1 kilometer range on the Wi-Fi and 1.2 kilometers on the controller. Obviously I'm not going to take it beyond what the Wi-Fi can broadcast, but we'll see what we can get. Now, I don't even have a memory card in it. I forgot it. We're not worried about the footage though. I'm just going to use a screen recording and the app so you guys can see the telemetry data on how far it's going, and we'll just take it out and see what we can get. So let's go ahead and we'll take it up now. Shows 80% battery. I just took it up here and landed it here just to make sure it didn't toilet bowl. We should have plenty of battery to be able to do a range test. Looks like we have 10 satellites. That should improve once we take off and get off the ground. So let's go ahead and do a long press and get it off the ground. Give it some throttle to take it up. And it looks good. Pretty good position hold there. So let's go ahead and let's just take it out here and do a range test. See what we want to get it up pretty high. So let's see here if I can figure it out. We are up about 30 meters. We want to get higher than that because the farther out we go, the better it is to be higher. So got it up about 50-60 meters. Let's take it out now. Make sure we got the antennas pointed good there, and I can see it out here. Doesn't look like it's particularly fast, that's for sure. We can aim the camera down here some. All right, so we are going, let's see, we're out 185, 190, 200 meters. I can still hear it. So we continue to go out over those woods there. We're at 260. Can still hear it, but I have lost sight of it. We're at 300, so we're about a third of the way from what it says this distance should be able to go. 350. I still have a nice, I'm tilting the, still have a nice Wi-Fi. We can go up a little higher here too. Give it some throttle. Up 70. We got 60% battery still. I can still hear it. All right, we're coming up on 500 meters. Beyond 500, I still have a nice, I'm not seeing any freezing or breaking up in the Wi-Fi. Let's see if I can turn it some, yeah. Going out towards that farmhouse there. 570. Up to 600 meters. I'm gonna take my glasses down here so I can see the screen better. We are on 660. Got a truck or car coming down the road here. 700 meters. I still have, I'm giving, obviously there's a lag now. We're up 80 meters in height. We're at 770. You're going to get more and more of that as you fly this out. You're going to get much more latency or lag in your inputs and your Wi-Fi, as you may not even be that much input on the actual lag input on the controls, but the time that you see it on your screen here, it's going to be delayed. I can see we're coming up on some, let's see here. I'm giving it controls here where I'm still getting telemetry data but we're starting to hit that edge. I'm not able to, I'm getting very little, it's moving here, guys, but boy, it's hard to get the you know, I'm not getting much on my video feed. It is changing as I hold it, but and now I'm not even sure which way, of course, I'm facing. But all right, we're out 1,000 meters and still going. It's really broken up. Yeah, that's about as far as, I mean, we're out. It's really, really laggy, but we're still, I'm at 1,000. We're at 1,000 meters. Now it's back to 9. It may be returning home. Let's see if it is. It says that it's decreasing, so I think we're flying back. I think we probably lost the controller and it's returning to home. In fact, I see the icon here on the app, return to home has been activated. So we hit 1 kilometer, guys. A little beyond 1,000, and I could see it turn around. It's very delayed, but boy, that's nice. 1 kilometer range, that's what it's advertised at. It's nice to see something actually accurately depicting its range, you know. Overall, this is not a bad drone. It's just, I wish that there was not any jello at all in the video. There's just the slightest amount. Now today, and I'm not recording with an SD card, but we can at least see it here in the screen recording. There's no wind at all. That's going to help. Wind always always can add jello to the videos where I'm getting at. So today's optimal conditions for flying. I can see here the curve where I'm at. We're out at 470. It's flying back. It's not the sportiest drone, that's for sure, but with the long flight time, we still have 60% battery. Telemetry's going. It's all active. I'm gonna give it a little bit of yaw and see if it'll turn. I mean, the Wi-Fi feed, I can see it moving, but boy, it's really choppy and delayed as you get far out. You can't really fly by FPV. So I mean, I wouldn't recommend trying to fly this drone out 1 kilometer to do some filming. But you know, you do have that range. It is up here, and let's see if I can tilt the camera down. Yeah. All right, guys, there I am next to my van. I can hear it. I've not spotted it yet. There it is. I see it. I don't know what I got for the fail-safe return to home height. It's pretty high, but I can see it right here. It's still at 80 actually, so it looks like it just turned around. It's right up overhead. It looks like it just stayed at that height. I don't know if I got it set at that as well, or if it probably, I think I may have had it set like 50, maybe it just stayed at the higher altitude. Here it comes. I'm gonna back up some. Let's see if we can aim it down at us. It works pretty good. Obviously the Wi-Fi here, the lag is nothing like it was out there. Now we have nice controls. I can look straight down just about. And here it comes. We'll see. It looks like it's going to be off a bit here, but not terrible. I know when I did the return to home accuracy in my review, it was right on the edge of the helipad, I believe. I think it was. That's off by what, 6 feet, 7 feet, a little more than you like, but we just flew out 1 kilometer, brought it back, and that's how close it was. I'm fine with that because it's just using GPS. If it used its camera on the bottom for, let's say, precision landing like the higher end drones have, then that wouldn't be acceptable for precision landing. But for just GPS alone, that's within the margin of error. That's about as far off as you would probably like to see it, but I'm totally fine with that. Coming all the way back like that. Let's go ahead and tilt the camera back up. All right, that was pretty good. So we got 1 kilometer. I kind of thought we would because I believe Quadcopter 101 flying his JJRC version out in the desert was out around 1 kilometer. He got it too. The app stays active. The telemetry data is going. Once it lost the connection with the controller, it immediately turned around and came back, which is what you want. Just be aware, when you're out that far, you don't have much. The Wi-Fi is so laggy and choppy that you don't really have much control, but at least it's still active. So you know you've got that range if you need it. But when you get out beyond a half a kilometer to 3/4 a kilometer, the controls get really, really laggy. So just be mindful of that, guys. You know, try to keep it closer if you're going to be actively filming with it. You're not going to be able to have precision controls to fly it out a kilometer and, let's say, film around an object and come back. It's too much lag. By the time the camera tilts to what you, let's say, want to aim at, you're probably flown way beyond the object. So just be mindful that on these Wi-Fi based systems, it's much worse. You'd need a Mavic 2 Pro, an Evo, a higher end drone to be able to do that. And even those drones, you'll get some lag. They get lag. I noticed it in my Evo as I get out half a mile to a mile, you start to get delays, but nothing like this though. All right, guys, that wraps up the range test. We got 1 kilometer, just a hair over, and it turned around and came back. So it's right at what is advertised at, you know, right within that 1 kilometer, 1.2 kilometer range. Hope you enjoyed this range test, guys. If you got any questions on this drone, you be sure to ask that in the comments. I've also got initial flight impression video and my full review. If you just caught this one and didn't know, go check out those other videos on my channel. Be sure to drop a like this video if you like it. Like I said, comment, subscribe. I appreciate subscriptions. Be sure to click the bell so you know when I do upload a new video, guys, so you're notified. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.